Hello, hello. Today I want to talk about stance characters. Stance characters are probably the most complex fighting game characters that can ever be, besides maybe puppet characters. Stances characters have two or more states that they can enter that give them various different properties. Stances characters' complexity is mitigated by the fact that they are usually really good characters. The character that I will use to demonstrate this today will be Gan. Gan, for those who don't know, is an assassin from Hong Kong who has a terminal disease. Despite this, he refuses to die. Despite this, he Despite this, he refuses to die in any other way than in a fight. He also has a rivalry with Akuma, proving that in the Street Fighter universe, if you own, you are really strong. Now let's go over his tools and see what they can teach us about stance characters. Gen has two stances, Mantis and Crane. Both of these stances have completely different normals from each other. This already makes Gan really complicated, but that's not all. His stances also give and take away some of his special moves, such as a 100 hands variation that he only gets in his Mantis stance, as well as ATP. These TP come with many hits, but in order to do them, there is a very specific timing that I'm not very good at in doing. It goes up to 7. Now for his Crane stance. Different from his meta stance that has more traditional inputs, his meta stance is charge. Not only that, but this move, if your opponent stays too far away, the move will whiff. In order to mitigate this, Gan control this from this move. You perform this by, as he jumps into the wall, pressing up. Remember to let go of up as you approach your opponent, or else he'll simply jump away. Then of course, if you want to do the attack. These are all of his moves. It may not seem like a lot because there are only 4 of them, but you need to remind yourself that you have to constantly switch stances in order to do them. And that's not all. Gan also has 4 supers, 2 for each of his stances. And every single one of them has a unique quirk. For example, that super performed with a double fireball 4 may seem simple, but if you pay attention in the end, the opponent is left in midair. This can be used to press your advantage, or to bait your opponents if they are prepared. His other Mantis super, potentially his most iconic super, is this. It puts a timer on the opponent. As the timer ticks down, they take more and more damage, and when it reaches 0, they get stunned. This super may not be that good in a serious match, but it can make your opponent panic. The counter will go away if you get hit, but the desperation may make an opponent make a careless mistake. If you thought that was weird and unconventional, his cringe supers are even more so. First, a super that only hits every opponent. Obviously, you're meant to use this to stop opponents from jumping into you. But you can also combo into this super, because many of Krang's buttons and special moves leave the opponent airborne if he hits on counter hit. Even if they take away, you can still catch the opponents if you use the right string of button. His final super can only be done in the air. On his own, the super doesn't combo, so how are you supposed to use the super? On his own, you just simply go from left to right, but you can input additional commands to command them more directly. As he lands, you press right click to make him go to the left, right click to make him go to the right, and middle click to make him go to the ceiling. This move is a master of mixing up your opponent. Do this in a match and they will very easily panic. In conclusion, Stance's characters are very unorthodox and complicated characters. In most fighting game lores, the Stance characters are masters of the craft, and in turn they ask the same of the player. When you play a Stance character, quickly changing into stances to accommodate for the fight, you really feel like you're a master. This makes Stance's characters very gratifying to play, even if you're bad at them. That is why I wish more fighting games have Stance's characters. And with this comes the end of this video. Feel free to ask for any other characters and or play styles that you want me to make a video about. Bye bye.